Yes, guys. Yes, people. We are back. Shameless FC is finally back, people. Good to be back. Up the
Yes,
shelf.
he's back again.
Not Arsenal's total hoax. But it's good to be back again. It's good to be back again. Big up to everybody that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all of that shit. I feel like for this show, we're going to do a little half-season review and everything. I do want to do, what's it called? The Premier League team of the season so far. So stay tuned for that as well. You guys already know how it rolls too. If you guys want to get involved and pick a player, once we've selected it, super chat. Only if you guys want to move a player. If not, just enjoy the show. Hit the like button. That's the bare minimum. That's all I'm asking for. Hit the like button. Subscribe to everyone else if you haven't done so already. Links to everyone's channels are down in the description and Twitters and all of that. Ali, Ryan will be on soon. Like, the guy's been asking us for months to run this show back, and at one time we do it, he's late, but he'll be here. Typical. But yeah, it's good to have everybody back. Big up everybody. Like, subscribe, check out everybody's socials. Enjoy the show. And yeah, peace. Cam, what are you telling me, my guy? You all good?
I'm all good, bro. I'm all good. It's been a minute. How's everyone doing and all that? Hope everyone's good.
Not bad. My team don't play this weekend. No, I couldn't be
Outside
better.
of football, no, I'm just saying outside of football, I hope everyone's good because if we talk about football, we could get a bit emotional, but it is what it is.
Hear that.
Not me personally. I'm
Yeah,
just
never
saying.
you, bro. Not on this show.
I don't get emotional.
Facts, man.
You already know me.
Glad it's not live.
Yeah, trust.
Neil, what are you saying?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. Thanks.
It's good, man. I've missed it, man. I can't lie. They just threw me and Cam to the curb. You know what I mean? Even Ryan, you know what I mean? We just got kicked to the curb. You man go on bigger shows, and we get
ignored. We get forgotten about.
Let's stop this nonsense about you man onto bigger shows.
We're definitely the victims. I don't care.
I do 6 months under this tyrant, Mauricio Pochettino, things start to fly off the top of your head. Like you start living under flight and fight conditions.
Oh, you hear that, Cam? That's called an excuse.
All I'm hearing is excuse after excuse.
No, if you want an excuse, I'll send you some press conference.
It was. Oh, we got troops this time. So you're like, all right, cool. And then we're like, one of them memes where you did this and then you just disappeared.
You just out of thin air, gone.
Yeah, just gone.
All I'm saying is if I do not run Shameless FC, so I have no involvement. So all you man, no Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Blame Carefree Lewis G. That's who you need.
And also
blame
Poch.
Yeah, and Poch. Don't blame me. I'm
not
not
part of the show.
I've missed the show.
Poch ain't part of the show. More excuses.
Sometimes you just need to detract and like escape the sport for like 24, 48 hours. Just go on a long walk, go on a little vacation. Like we got a winter break coming up, so my ass is gone. I'm out the country. Get me out of here and let me forget that this season's even been in progress. But yeah. So I'm going to put part of the blame down onto him. But now back again, also isn't being filmed on Sundays, not consistently. We can try and roll through this show a little bit more regularly. So hopefully 2024 this will be the year where we're back. But yeah, Neil, it's good to have you back. Cam, it's good to have you back. Flawless. What are you telling me, bro?
My brother, man, it's good to be back, man. I've genuinely missed Shameless FC. Just to clarify again, I do not run this show to say, so you man kicked us to the... No, I've been campaigning as hard as anybody to get this show back on. So hopefully it's back on a Shameless Sunday.
No, you haven't. I don't remember that, Neil. I don't remember.
Just because I've not said it in the group chat doesn't mean I haven't spoken to you.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? So yes, big up to everyone that's tapped in. Make sure you run up the likes though. That's what and we are gonna bring it back 100%. Like we are gonna pattern a time that works for everybody on a regular basis, regular panel. Hopefully Ryan's not involved, and we're gonna get this moving, man, and back up and running. So yeah, love for having me as always, Lewis, man. Big up.
Real shit. Steve, debut on the show, man. What are you telling me, bro? You all good?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, man. Just chilling, just doing my thing, just watching football for the sake of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm all right, man.
Games in now?
Yeah, 2 games. Vizela versus Sporting Club de Portugal. And then I got Madrid derby.
How's Jokeris doing?
He scored twice, not just once.
Fucking hell.
He's actually a really good player, Gallagher. Really good player.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, he's legit, bro.
I'm not even going to get into the whole Gyökeres thing. I'm going to save that for later. Ryan, last but not least, what were you telling me, my guy? You all good?
Yeah, I'm
Late
good, man.
guy.
I'm good. It's good to be back, man. I've missed this show. I proper missed this show, man. I'm telling you. You haven't done it in
Missed it so much. You're late
couple
for
of
the
months.
bloody show, bruv.
So I'm saying,
Yeah, my timekeeping's awful.
Go, Cam.
I know that, innit? But like,
Yeah, but what's
it's
10
good to
o'clock
be
to you,
back.
bruv?
What's the time right now?
10:15.
Oh shit! Really? I didn't know that. Okay, right? Yeah. I'll try and be on time next time, innit? So yeah, that's on me.
It won't happen, but it's fine. Like, I am the last person alive that's gonna get annoyed at people for being late. Like, my chat would literally kill me for it, so it's fine. Don't worry. But Cam, I said we start with you because I know you got an early night and everything. So half-season review, my friend. You got the Christmas champions and now in 4th place. I think it's 3 losses in a row. Is it 3-4 losses in a row? Something along the lines of that. I'm not too sure, but you're still in track potentially for winning, for getting in the race. How you feeling?
Shut up. Don't give me all that bullshit. Shut up, fam. Well, listen, what can I say, bruv? I called it at the start of the season. If we don't sign the right players, that season's going to be the flukiest season we've had. And even finishing second was lucky. So I've just called it, bruv. What do you want me to say, fam? I've called it from the fucking start, fam. I've called this fucking bullshit from the start. We signed a fucking donkey for 65 million when we could have gone and got 2 other players for that money. Do you know what I mean? Like, we got the thing that really pissed me off at the start of the year, that donkey there on the right. The other one, that's on United.
That's
so
United's problem on the left.
Yeah, that's United's problem there. So
that's a Walmart M&M, bro.
Hey, our problem. We don't play. We good. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna be another Phil Jones. He's gonna be another Phil Jones, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, I've just called it from the start of the season. We didn't get the right players. As soon as Timber went down in the first game, and I said, if we don't get back up in our left back, it is what it is. We're going to get exposed with that fucking politician prick.
You had him.
Like, bruv, you know what it is? I'm not even fed up anymore, bruv. I'm not interested in it. You know what I mean? Because I already know the outcome. This is Wenger 2.0, bruv. This is... Like, you know what, shout out, because I was watching Lee's channel earlier when you was on it for something. It's like I said, like, bruv.
You broke up, Cam. You broke up. Say that again.
Oh, saying I was watching Lee's channel and it shouted to Lee when you was on it earlier, innit? Okay. Yeah, obviously you comment. But like I said, bruv, this is just the same shit under fucking Wenger, bruv. Like, we got rid of 12 years too late. It's what can I say that I don't sound like a broken record, bro? Do you know what I mean? Like, what can I fucking say about this team, bro? Like, people are saying, oh, but we might be in a title race. Even we get a striker, I'm being honest with you, we're not in the title race, bro. We're not in a fucking
I don't even think any strikers are out there. Like, I keep hearing these Benzema rumors, and in my last stream, I went down this whole tunnel talking about it, and I just think, like, why is Benzema even leaving? How does that even make sense?
Because he's fell out with I don't know if it's the manager. Basically, he's unhappy over there. Long story short, he's unhappy.
He's meant to be one of their marquees.
Yeah, but these things happen. These things happen, Lewis, man. It's like when you meet. Yeah, go on, come. Go on.
What I was gonna say was, even if by any miracle we get Benzema, or even a bigger miracle like a Tony or whatever, we're not in a title race. I'm sorry, we're not in a fucking title race. This team don't have the fucking bottle. This team don't have the fucking bottle. I've been calling this shit out for so fucking long, and do you know what it is? The root of all this problem is the Conkeys, bruv, because they don't have the fucking bottle. They don't have the bottle for shit, bruv. They might have improved over the years, which I give them credit for. They have improved, but you know what? Them improving ain't been good enough, because they ain't improved to the point where they want to be winners. They're just content with making money, and I'm fucking sick of it, bruv. So get them gone as well. At the end of the day, yeah, you got a fucking toe-sucking prick as a director of football, yeah. You can't sell a player. You can't even give a player away, bro. Like, this guy can't even give a player away. And this guy is, there's no wonder our FFP is so bad, Because if you actually look at it over the last 4 or 5 years, from the amount of we've spent to the amount of we've made back, it's so bad. We've made no profit whatsoever. Half the players we got rid of on a fucking obviously cutting their contracts. So we've lost money on them. Where's the money we're making back on them? That we made no fucking money. Yeah. So it's not even about that. Oh, we ain't got the money to spend. Of course we got the fucking money to spend. These pricks proved it. Because these pricks can't sell a fucking player, we got no money to spend because we're gonna get done by FFP and all this bullshit. And guess who was the motherfucker who called for FFP in the first place? I don't want to say his name, but guess who was the prick that called the fucking FFP for way back in the day? Mr. Wenger himself. So this is karma on our club in itself.
And you got pissed at our spending then.
Do you know what I mean? And when we can finally spend, we can't even fucking make money back. We can't even make profit. Do you know what I mean? Like we can't, bruv. Edu's the type of guy, yeah, that will go out, buy a pair of trainers, yeah, try and sell them, but no one wants them. Like he'll put them on eBay for 5p and no one will bid.
Yeah, because you're worn down.
This guy is so fucking shit at
nowhere near
prick of a manager. Listen, I've got this prick of a manager called Arteta who thinks he's the special one, and he's not. He's nowhere near the special one, bruv. He's nowhere near the fucking. I called it from the start. I have no doubt in my mind somewhere down the line Arteta probably will become a successful manager, but he ain't gonna be here because we are his experience. He has no fucking experience but us. Yeah, so when he leaves, he knows what to do, what not to do.
Don't spend 65 million on Kai Havertz.
Well,
yeah, pretty much. But then I don't know. His talent idea is sus anyway, bro. But at the end of the day,
to be
look,
honest, that's just a real thing. You man had the blueprint and you think, let me stick this donkey in the middle of all of it and just ruin everything.
You know what it is, yeah?
Now suddenly my attack and my midfield aren't cohesive anymore.
But
Suddenly
see with my club, this happens year in, year out, yeah. So we'll sign players early.
I've never seen self-sabotage like it.
What I'm saying is we'll sign players early, yeah. Doesn't matter what the players are, we'll sign them early. We'll struggle to sell. We'll then end up starting to sell on a fucking after money we've asked for originally. So we're asking for someone for 40 mil, we're selling them for 15 mil. Do you know what I mean? If we're lucky, 10 mil. Do you know what I mean? So that's the problem in itself. End of the day, we can't sell, we can't fucking, and when we do spend, we don't spend correctly because we end up spending on fucking players like Kai fucking Havertz. and the thing is, when we do sell, we don't sell until they're like sort of the last week of the transfer window. Yeah, so when it comes to the end of the transfer window, we might get one or two little players on the fucking transfer deadline day, or maybe nothing on the transfer deadline day. Then we're stuck with a squad that people are saying, oh yeah, but it's an improvement from last year. Where? From where? From fucking where? Where you improving?
Yeah, you played better football. You look more threatening last season. I don't see it. This whole control argument is just safer passing, which is killing your attack.
Last season was obviously a fluke, but at the end of the day, yeah, I'm not here to be fucking. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've said this before. I'm a fucking broken record, bro. I'm like a fucking. Like, what else can I say? I've been saying this shit for the last fucking 18 years of my fucking life, bro. 18 fucking years I've been calling this shit out. I don't give a fuck. I will claim it, bro. I possibly was the first fucking person to say Wenger out, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. Yeah, I was the first person to call this bullshit.
Wait, depends how early. How early were you Wenger out?
Bruv, I started being Wengered out after the Champions League final. Listen, this is what people. This is what
06. Okay.
So, bruv, this is what people seem to forget about that season in itself. We had such a poor season that season. We were fucking lucky to qualify top 4.
Yep.
Actually, if Lasagna time with Spurs, we wouldn't have even fucking qualified top 4 that year. Yeah, and then we go and lose the Champions League final. That's when I was like, yo, I don't know. I'm starting to see issues with Wenger now. Yeah. And after we lost to you, man, in the final of the Carling Cup, Lewis, yeah, when you, man, got 2 pagan goals, yeah, that shouldn't even count.
I respect Drogba, man. bullet headers.
Listen, all I'm saying is, if VAR was back then, it would have been a 1-0 win. But it is what it is. But after that game,
was there, Boué would have been sent.
This guy, get him out of my fucking club. That's when I was properly like, nah, fuck this guy, get him out of my club. Like, thank you for the love.
All your big players for that game and just played youth, and we put our whole first team out.
We were Project Youth from fucking 2006, bro.
I remember that you man had the Nilsson, Abu Diaby, 16-year-old Walcott.
That's what I'm saying. And now in 2020, all of a sudden under fucking Arteta, we're Project Youth again. And you're telling me, oh, this ain't a fucking Wenger 2.0, bro.
Hey, it'll work this time, Cam. You gotta trust that process, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck the process, bro. The process, getting these man sacked, getting Conk out of my club or above it. At the end of the day, like I said, I can say all this shit again and again and again.
But you gotta remember the age-old argument they asked me with Poch. But who would you bring in?
Yeah, who would you bring in, man? He's the best manager in the world.
At this point, I'd call my mate who's got a level coaching and I'll bring him in, bro. I swear on my life, bro. Shout out to my guy Fred.
That's not realistic, though, Cam. This isn't FIFA.
Realistically, I don't give a fuck. I just don't want this guy, bro.
All them BS excuses on a lot, man. I hear that every fucking week, bro.
I really don't care, bro. I don't want this guy, bro. At the end of the day, if you're gonna go out, just don't get Xavi, fam. Don't go and fucking replace me with Xavi or De Zerbi, fam. Actually, do you know what? Yeah, for me, Cronkies can save themselves on their next managerial person they buy. They bring in. Sorry, if they can bring in, if they say, listen, I'm not saying it's realistic, but say if out of the blue they go and sign fucking, I don't know, Carlo Ancelotti. So you know what? We need to win, and they go and sign Carlo Ancelotti. Then I'll be like, do you know what? Maybe Cronkies have been knocked on the head now. Like fuck, they need to wake up.
Knocked on the head.
Then I'll be like, all right, let me see what they're gonna give Ancelotti, because they give Arteta all of this. Like I said, I'm not saying Ancelotti is a realistic thing. I'm just
I think he resigns for Real. I don't think that's happening.
Yeah,
example. I'm just using him because he's a big name, innit? He's a big name. He's a big. You know what I mean? Like,
I know a big name you can have.
Oh no,
he's not a big name.
He was at Spurs.
His big name is Spurs.
Hey, Sol Campbell made the switch. He can do it.
So Campbell, because he knew Spurs.
And his reputation really took off since then.
Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck, man came to Arsenal and won 2 leagues, fam. He's regretting that.
Yeah, I can't even pretend Poch will do that with you, but that's why I want him to join you guys.
He tried it, Cam. You got to give him credit.
Yeah, I know he tried it.
Yeah, I'm trying to throw him off one. If you want a number 9, though, Broyer is for sale. 50 million. Valuation for $1 million.
Yo, Cam, on a real, would you take Callum Wilson? He's never fit, but like when he is, he will score.
Do you know what? Yeah, there was at one point where he was on his little. What was it last year or the year before when he was scoring quite a few goals, bruv?
He's had a couple years, even back at Bournemouth. He was back.
I'm saying I would have taken him there, but now because I know he's never fit. He's never he's barely been fit this year, bruv. I'm like, I don't know. Like, bruv, right now, I'll take a number. I'll take an Ollie Watkinson. Ollie, bruv, I don't care, bruv.
Man, yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're looking at
this is Arsenal to a T, bruv. Nothing will happen to the closing days where we might get a couple loans in, and it might be a miracle. I mean, maybe by chance, by miracle, we might pull a Benzema. That way, very fuck much.
I don't think Benzema goes anywhere now. Oh, well, he's disappeared. Oh, bad. Yeah, I don't think Benzema goes anywhere now because it just doesn't make any sense. So if he's got a fallout with the manager, you sack the manager, bro. He's one of your marquee players in the league. What are you waiting?
The problem is, he got rid of Aubameyang and he's bringing in a Benzema. Like, you got rid of Aubameyang because you could not deal with his ego and his personality. How the fuck would you think these mans are going to deal with Benzema?
Same with
different people, to be fair. Different people.
Like, what's saying Benzema, like they've got like the same sort of personality.
Benzema might be late to the derby.
It's not even that, bro. But if you piss him off, fam, you know you're gonna pick. It's Pete, fam. You know he's gonna be a dickhead.
It's only 6 months though.
Yeah, no. I would still. I'm not saying I wouldn't take him, fam. I would take him. But I'm saying, how if anything happens, if Wenger drops him for one game and he doesn't like it, then what?
It's the risk you run.
Despite rumours, Benzema will stay.
What I'm trying to say is Arteta can't handle that.
Yeah, so you see Benzema staying in Saudi. That's like every news article that I've been seeing over the last month is so regurgitated because there's just nothing to talk about.
But his vibes and feelings, man.
Everything out of proportion. Like even the Neymar stuff today, it came out like Neymar's been had his contract terminated, and then it comes out an hour later. They just took him out the squad list just so they could put somebody else in. Yeah. They're going to bring
because he's not going to be fit for the rest of the season.
Same thing with Benzema. They're pretending he's going to say he's going to leave. Like they have a match on the 4th of February. Why are they letting him go for what? Like we're going to say if they fall out the manager, you sack the manager. So like I don't think Benzema's going anywhere. The more I deep dive, I just think like it's an easy rumor to drum up. Anyone who needs a striker, just link him to Benzema and pretend like he's got to go on loan.
Oh yeah, 100%. We'll see if he moves. I hear what you're saying in regards to that. Like him being because it is an easy player to link because like you said, everybody pretty much needs a striker, and he's a striker of quality as well. So it's like,
and not just that, no rumors in Jan.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah. Everyone wants to dream. I think he's coming Manchester United? Absolutely not. Would I take him at my club? Yes. So let me dream.
Everybody's done all their business in the summer.
That's sustainability rules has got everyone moving a little bit. Now there's
about Barcelona right now. So, like I said, I can't really say anything new. But I can't really say anything new. I know I've been fucking talking a lot, but I can't really be saying anything new. But it's just the same shit I've been saying over and over and over and over and over again. We've been saying it for years.
Hey, long may it continue, man.
Facts.
Long may it continue.
This prick got rid of Tierney, and kept Zinchenko, knowing he can't turn up for no fucking game. Rarely, he might have a 1-2 good game, and that's about it. But he can't defend for shit. Like he got he like I said, after the whole Timber thing, I don't understand. But I can't be asked anymore. Fuck this guy.
No stress, man. No stress. Warrior, send me that article as well if you find it, because I do want to just double check the whole thing and everything. But like, I don't believe he's going anywhere.
You know what it is? Yeah, I'm sorry to say it. Let me just say one more. Yeah, I'm sorry to say it. You know, I've been so happy. Yeah, and then I haven't. Like, when was the last time I haven't been on Gunners Talk for a bit because obviously of work and that. So I haven't really spoke about Arsenal like that. Why is it? Yeah, I've come on this show. I've been happy, and I've spoke about this prick, and now I'm depressed. I'm depressed over this team.
Because you do it for the people. Because you do it for the people, because the people want to hear you talk about Arsenal, man. Because you're a man of the people.
But no, but apparently because listen, no one says it to me. They everyone, do you know what it is? Yeah, I mean, there's no personal shots to anyone. Yeah, but you got people that literally have the same mindset as me, and they get put out for it. But they won't call me out. That's what makes me laugh, man, because it's like, bro, I'm in one of these Arsenal group chats that's got like fucking mad, you know, like.
Because you also got rival fans who back in the Arsenal process as well. That's what ties into it as well.
You know what chat I'm on about, isn't it, Steve? The guy, innit? And bruv, I just went in on him one day, bruv, and I was like, bruv, you can't say shit, bruv. They can say shit to me, fam. They knew all these people knew, like Egal knows from early as well. Egal knows when I used to go on Egal stream a lot. So,
bro, some of them people, I swear to God, they watching a different sport or something. Because it's like,
bro, I don't know what it is, bruv. It's, bruv, this is what
they drank the Kool-Aid.
They drank the Kool-Aid because it tasted good.
Emotions and vibes.
Yeah, drank the Kool-Aid.
It's gonna sound so cliche, yeah, but you know when I fucking gave up on this club? Like, I was like, yeah, nah, this club is when that video came out, yeah. And I know it's been spoke about loads of times, but when that video came out of Arsenal fans answering a question, would you rather win the league or keep Saka? And these fucking donuts, this is what I hate about this club. I'm gonna call these dickheads out, bruv. All of you are pricks, dickheads. You're dickheads. Just leave the club. Leave the
just in case anyone hasn't seen it, just gonna play it.
Deal or no deal? You win the league this year, but Saka goes in the summer.
That's a mad question. Ooh, wait, to win the league, or they told me Saka ain't going nowhere, bro. Ever. That's not worth it. Not worth it. That's our star boy. That's like your
star boy. This man, fuck off, bro. Real fans, bro.
That's real talk. That's the people's champ. That's our son. We've been through so much. Wow. That's not a deal worth even contemplating.
It's not even
contemplating.
It's detrimental for the rest of us. It's a project what we're doing. The project wasn't even supposed to be done yet. Trust the process. Keep Saka. We win the champs next year.
I don't want to hear that. That's a terrible question. It's a process. You know.
Man said it's a process. You joker.
It's a process. He knows. Man. I need that clip actually. I need to clip that.
I'll send that over to you. I need to leave it at that. That's it. It's not worth it.
Send me the what's it called?
If there's ever a single clip picture that encapsulate Arsenal fans, it's that.
Yeah, DM me that. Man. DM me this actual tweet, please.
Yeah. 1 sec. I'll put that. Yeah. I'll put it into the chat now.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying about this club, bro. Like I call these man NBA fans, fam. They'd rather follow a player than follow the team itself.
Yeah, I hear you. That's accurate.
Crazy, man. Any one of these players can dip for a league title right now. I'll sign out the season.
I'm not being funny. Yeah, look. I rate Saka highly. I love Saka. This season he's been a pile of shit, but you know what? I don't blame him per se because I've been calling it since fucking January that he's needed a rest and he's not had that rest. He might have had one little 2 rest, but it's not enough. I've been saying that boy needs a rest.
Saka being overplayed into turning into the next Mount. We're here for it, man.
Mount,
bro.
No, it's worse than that, fam. It's Dele Alli, fam. It's Dele Alli right now, bro. End of the day, it is, fam. But he's been overplayed, yeah. So this season been a pile of shit. But I'm not being funny, yeah. If the team's coming, if there's a club like a City or a Madrid or something saying coming in for like a fucking pause. 130 million pound bid. Yeah. But he can go. Goodbye.
Did you say 30?
Goodbye. Like a 120, 130 mil, 100 mil. I don't care, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can go, bruv. No player is bigger than the club itself. And this is what Arsenal fans seem to fucking forget, bruv. Yep. This is why we're a fucking joke, and they sit there wonder why every week we're getting bantered, fam. It's because of you lot. You do it to yourselves.
Absolutely. Nah, keep drinking the Kool-Aid, though, Arsenal fans. I'm with you.
Keep drinking.
Keep believing in Havertz.
Yeah, man.
Like
Saka said in the thing, it's a process.
I don't know how any of these men try to justify that fucking donkey. I really don't know how they charge up. I was even
appreciate Havertz, Cam. You're just not enlightened. You know what those motherfuckers sound like? Cult leaders. Oh, you don't believe in the culture, bruh. You gotta understand it like that. Just believe it. It's like a cult.
Listen, I'm from an era, yeah. You're so right, but I'm sorry, but I'm from an era where I saw Arsenal lift. I didn't actually see them lift the 98 trophy because I was only like 5 years old and I didn't really remember football back then. I was more about playing it than watching it. But I remember I actually seen them lift the 02 trophy, the 04 trophy. We should have gone, to be honest with you, we should have forfeited. But obviously Man United were just that good, innit? Like, you know what I mean? If you don't remember them days, then it's calm, innit? I remember them days. I'm old enough to actually remember them days, even though I was young. I'm old enough to be. I remember watching. If I missed the actual game itself, because I couldn't watch it, because even back then, if it wasn't on Sky, it was hard. It was hard to watch, bro. It was nearly impossible unless you went to one of them pubs. Unless you went to one of them pubs, you had the black boxes before the black boxes came out.
Joker has scored again.
Yep.
Fuck you now.
Long smoke, bro.
You scored again?
Jokeres.
I was from the era of teletext. What? That was like if you didn't have Sky Sports News, yeah. I was in the era of teletext. I was checking teletext on the live scores, fam. That was it, fam. Like that's the
Eric.
era I'm from. And now
What was it? 606? Was that the number? What was the number where you could get the live scores? I forgot which one it was.
But what do you mean that one number? There was no Sky, fam. I'm not
No, on
talking-
teletext, you had to type in a certain number to get the fucking results.
Oh yeah. I forgot the actual number. It was a long.
Yeah, it was like 606 or something. I don't remember.
I'm from, bruv, at the end of the day, I've gone for a chance playing that kind of football with the Thierry Henrys, the Dennis Bergkamps, the fucking Perez's, the Patrick Vieira's, to this shite. This absolute complete shite and the fucking excuses this club comes up with year after year after fucking year, bro. Like, they just got an excuse for everything. Like, ever since Chelsea came in with Roman, yeah, these men have an excuse for fucking everything. Like, yeah, Chelsea might have destroyed the whole system of transfers because of how much they spend, yeah. But after like 6-7 years, knowing it's not going back to the whole, it's starting to become players want the money now. It's not all about I want to go to this club because of the history and the passion. It's not all about that now. People are now getting money. Like people are now earning 100 to 110,000 a week. That was unheard of, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That was unheard of before Chelsea came in and started doing all that. Unless it was
Big up my guy Roman, bro.
Yeah, unless it was like a Real Madrid. If it was a Real Madrid or one of those.
Big up Bowley, bruv. Game changer as well. The same reason.
Like, but people need to.
Bowley's story still going.
Players need to go to clubs,
He's not, bruv.
They would actually.
He's returning to where it was.
Just once we're free under this tyrant, will be good.
So first it was Potter, then it was
out.
Lampard, then it was. So no, can you not see? You're like the girl that always goes and goes, "Oh yeah, all my exes are rubbish."
Brother, you act like we have the same team
when
with
you're
that.
like, all my exes are dickheads, or like there's something.
You know, Poch and Potter had
It's your
completely
owners,
different
bruv.
squads.
Getting you into
You know,
FFP trouble, buying players that are
Poch
shit.
and Potter have completely different squads, my friend. My problem, my
Who chose
ownership
them?
is their
Who
shite
chose them?
manager ID, and that is it. Their manager ID fucking sucks.
No wonder whose manager ID. There's a problem with who are choosing the manager. That must be the fans.
Did you just ignore me when I said their problem is the manager ID?
Yeah, but
We
that's
just
the fucking
agreed.
problem. That
We
ruined
just
your club.
agreed.
You do realise that my club had a manager ID problem. We got Brendan Rodgers. He held on to him too long. Now we're in the championship.
Brendan
We're
You
not
see
getting
how
relegated.
big a problem it can be.
But we have a
Brendan
much better
Rodgers-
squad than the team you went down with.
So that was 10 years ago, bruv. Football moves on. Otherwise, we're talking like Man United.
No, I'm
all
talking
back in
about
the day,
this.
glory,
I'm
glory.
talking about this current
It's
Chelsea
changed.
squad. I'm talking about this current Chelsea squad.
Yeah, they're whack as well.
No, but they're better than the Leicester team that went down.
So you spend so much more money than me. You should be.
How
better
can you
than me.
compare me to Leicester?
Because you're shit.
You know how you
There's
can
your
compare-
argument,
you know-
Ed.
you know how you
There's
compare
your argument, Ed, bruv.
You could compare Chelsea to Leicester.
You tried.
It's true.
Griezmann, by the way, 3-2.
Oh, Griezmann scored.
This guy is unbelievable, Griezmann. Unbelievable player. Oh my
I knew I
god.
should have tapped into that game. Oh, I'll have a look at the highlights. Big up to Ian saying, Lewis, what's important, style of play or trophies? Because Spurs have a style of play, but they might not win anything. But we can win a trophy. Your view, it depends on how you're looking at it. You're looking at, if we're talking short versus long term, like trophies are trophies, regardless you're going to take it short term or long term. But us winning a trophy doesn't necessarily mean we are in a better position long term than where Tottenham are. That wouldn't prove that. It just means we might have had a better season at the end of it all. If you want to say trophy tax, and like that's fine. I'll run that. I'll be shameless. I don't care. But like, Poch could win me the Carabao Cup. I still need to see a visible change in the way we play and this game management. I need to see a lot less excuses before we even get to that point. Like, we are the second most informed team in the league, but that just shows how washed the league is. How are we the fucking second? Yeah, we. I don't know how we're second most informed.
Hey, maybe just the
That's
process.
crazy.
It's
Hey, Eric Ten Hag, manager of the month, bruv.
Yeah.
Nah,
No,
you
no,
trust this process.
No one wants to play football.
Hey, you know, crazy.
I didn't forget that.
You said it to me. You was like, "Yo, trust the process." 10 Hag, manager of the month. Ain't nice, is it?
I hear it. I know what show you're on. That's why I didn't get annoyed with Neil's agenda from 2 minutes ago either. It's fine, man.
It's not even an
fine.
agenda. It's just funny. It's not even meant to be like, oh yeah, there's a really good analytical point here. It's just to rile people and then just drop the ball and run away. The whole purpose.
I hear it. Like sometimes I do the same thing on my panel streams.
Facts, but hey, Chelsea fans in the chat, Poch in. You know what I'm saying? Trust the process, all that good stuff.
Yeah, wheel, Poch is at the wheel.
Get that terrorist out my football club. We need a Poch out.
Yeah, get Ollie in instead. He's not got a job.
Terrorists for terrorists, man. That's like Stalin versus Hitler at World War II.
Yeah,
that's just straight terrorists v terrorists, bro.
And one of those dudes
killed himself. At least your manager ID is really good for your owners.
No.
Yeah,
I swear, if we bring in another. Here's the thing: if we bring in another bum after Poch gets sacked, that's when I'm starting to direct everything mainly to the owners. Until then, I'm just in the hope they can at least give me somebody better after this. My biggest problem is my manager sucks, and we're winning games based off individual moments of brilliance. Big up to my forwards and everything. Enzo and Caicedo actually got to play together against Fulham, and we saw how it impacted both of their performances. Maybe I could see my £250 million pivot play together a bit more. That would be nice. There's nothing to go off really with that Fulham game. No, we got a penalty and we won. Like, nice. Being Fulham ain't for everybody. Hold that, Cam, and all of that. But there's nothing really to prove out of it. There's nothing really to prove.
If it helps, you'll be in this same position this time next year.
That doesn't help. That doesn't help. But like, at least in the summer, I had transfer dopamine. We don't have that. All we just have is this fake Benzema rumors.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know what happened.
In the summer, you know what I'm saying? You lot will go again. Whether Poch makes it or not, or it's a new manager, you lot will spend money in the summer.
I don't know, but I wanted some dopamine now, innit? Sign me some Brazilians or something. Like, fucking hell. But yeah, in Chelsea, it's actually been a little bit boring. And thankfully, we don't play this weekend, so I don't have to worry about my club. Thank the Lord. Someone who is playing this weekend, though. Ryan, what are you saying, my guy? We haven't heard a lot from you. First thing I want to ask, Salah's injured. First AFCON game. How's everything, bro?
I saw him go off. It didn't look as bad. It seemed like a precaution thing, but hamstring, yeah, that's what they're saying. Depends what it is. Mind you, he was going to miss the next couple of 2-3 weeks anyway, because he was going to be at the AFCON and people were presuming he'd get to the latter stages or whatever. So I don't know, to be honest with you. It could be 3 weeks or something like that. Maybe depends on the severity of it. But I don't know, man. We were going to spend the next 2 or 3 weeks without him anyway. So I'm not really sure. Let's just see what it is. But yeah, man, it's not good, obviously, but yeah, I don't know what to say, man. I'm not a doctor in it. Like, I don't know how bad it is or how I can tell how bad it is or anything. Like, yeah, man. Like, I feel like watching him go off, it was a bit like it just felt like he was doing it as a bit of a precaution. I felt like he would have been a lot more visibly upset if it was if he knew it was really serious and he knew it would keep him out of the rest of the tournament at the end of the day. He's playing in the AFCON for his country. You know, we all know how much he wants to win it at the end of the day. So I feel like he would have been a bit more kind of visibly upset if he knew if it was more serious. I don't know. I'm just looking at kind of things that give me hope in it. But like, yeah, that's what it is. I don't know how bad it is, to be honest with you. So let's see in it.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope it's nothing too deep, but we'll see.
I'm not a doctor, which is probably one of the most fact things you said. It's just the delivery.
I remember I was on Coppish like just before this, and the whole chat was just saying Salah injured, Salah injured, Salah injured. Thinking, Rod, he break his leg or something? Like, what the fuck? Everyone's panicking.
Yeah, they panicking because they know he's key. If they do anything this season, he's integral to that. That's right.
He's never been injured since he arrived, right?
He's integral to any success they are gonna have this season. He is integral to. If you got any title hopes, it's on him.
Europa League. He's actually a doctor. Big up.
He's out for 4 months. Hey, big up C24 every single time.
Yeah, big up Cam as well. Take care, brother. Big up, my guy.
Cam.
Trust the process.
So even if you felt
half this panel's trusting the process at the moment, whether they like it or not.
No, I'm just getting through on a game-by-game basis. That's just it. I'm with Flawless, man. This is just a job till the end of the season.
But it is a process at the moment. Whether you want it to be a process or not, it is a process.
We could say about everything's a process. Then we're all in processes.
Yeah.
Basically.
No.
Your process is back into the Prem.
Slowly but surely, we'll get there.
I said slowly. I swear you're pissing the league.
Not quite. Not as much as we were.
Well, yeah, you're up at 15 at one point, I think.
Wait, where are you lot in the league now?
We're first.
You're calm, then.
So
wait, before you carry on, the lead second.
No, they're in the playoffs.
Let's go, man. Hey, Leicester,
pull up the league.
Leicester, do what needs to be done, man. Yeah,
that's the thing. Back. One team isn't going to come up from. I think one team from the people that promoted isn't going to come up. Whether it's Leicester, I think we're coming up. Then it's either Leeds or Southampton. I don't think both of them are coming up. It's going to be a battle. Whoever gets into that spot, it's going to be hard. So yeah,
Ipswich time to bounce back. There's 3 good away days there. Get out.
What, Ipswich?
No, Ipswich need to bounce. I want Leicester. I want all the 3 clubs.
Ipswich is just a nightmare to get
to. You want what? Leicester, Southampton, Leeds.
Yeah, give me Leeds away, man. That's a great rivalry. Unbelievable rivalry.
Drop them in the Carabao Cup or some shit. You know what I'm saying? They can stay in the championship.
I want Ipswich Town. I'm bored of these.
I don't mind. We got the same beef. I just like the rivalry. I like the rivalry.
Right up.
And also, what an away day. What an away day. But yeah, Leicester, you guys look like you're walking the league. You're like, what, 8 points?
Comfy.
I know it was way more comfy before. And guess who our next game's against? Ipswich at home on Monday. Okay. So if we win that one, that puts a 6. That's I won't say a 6-pointer, but that puts a big gap between them, and then that puts Ipswich down into Southampton spot, and then them lot can battle it out, and then we just kind of keep going, keep moving on, keep going onward. So yeah, man, everything's looking good for Leicester. I'm gassed. We're moving places compared to last year. I'm not depressed. It's quite nice.
Who's been your best player in your opinion? Has it been Dewsbury Hall?
We don't. Best player? What it is, we have a system that plays well, so we don't like before. Before it was Maddison and Barnes that were kind of bailing us out of trouble because they were like the players that stood out. Yeah. Now, with the way that we're playing, we have it's kind of respectful. So if you look at the goals and assists, I would say I'll bring it up, but Lewis is gone now. I'll see if I can bring it up. The goals are kind of evenly shared, and that's kind of how we're seeing it at the moment. So like Dewsbury Hall's been decent. I can't lie. I think that in the long term, he's kind of in that same bracket of like Conor Gallagher, but he's got more technical ability. He can finish better than Conor Gallagher. But he's a good player playing that high 8. But the problem is, not a problem. Our formation is just sick. The way we play football is just sick. So it doesn't matter who we bring in. It kind of works. Like at the moment, we're on our 4th choice striker, and he's banged in. What's his XG in the last couple of games? It's like I'll have a look now.
It's the Ghanaian kid, right? On loan from Sporting.
No, so that was a striker. So he's a right winger. He's been looking mad as well. Where's thingy gone? Tom Cannon. Yeah, so Tom Cannon's coming. Who's our 4th choice striker. Is come in and he's got in the last 3 games got 0.x2 xg, and that's our 4th choice striker. So whoever comes in, if Kelechi Iheanacho is injured, cool. If Jamie Vardy, who's out for a bit, is injured, cool. I mean, you look at the goals. It's not just like we're not reliant on 1 or 2 players. Dewsbury Hall has been our best player this season, but as you see, Mavropanos on the same amount of goals. Jamie Vardy's been out for a load of time, but he's still up there as well. And Iheanacho, who's not been playing, who's been off form, to be honest with us. I thought this would be the season where he kicked on. He's off. Casey McAteer from our academy played in League 2 last season. Yeah. And he's come in and now he's a 5th choice striker with not even played that many minutes. Wilfred Ndidi, brother, let me show you the Ndidi goal. You won't believe what this man has done.
He's always been such a good player, man.
I'll put it in the chat then. I'll put it in the chat and I'll watch you. But you won't believe, man is playing high 8 and it's crazy. If you see the goal, you're like, that's not Ndidi. He turns a player, he scuffs it right, chips, and then puts it in the side of the keeper. Takes on 2 players. Oh, mate, I'll see if I can find it. Southampton. It was crazy. It was so good. But yeah, so we look, man, we're gonna have a big celebration. We come back to the Premier League. And when we do, I don't think we're going down again. But it's what I wanted last season. We've destroyed everything. We blew everything up from scratch. Blew up the formation, blew up some of the players, and we're like, right, start again, tear it down, and rebuild from the ashes. And it's going all right. It's not going to be this smooth when we come into the Premier League. Don't get me wrong, but the way that this style is working, man, I'm just enjoying it, man. It's just fucking good.
Yeah, it would be refreshing to like when you go from the Premier League and you're fighting to literally win games week in and week out, and then you go down to the Championship and you're dominating every week. It must be so refreshing. Just a different change in everything. You go from going to every game tense to like, gotta go watch Leicester play, man. We're gonna go kiss the champion.
As you know from last year, it's like, can we do we like football? Nah, fine, I'll have to watch it. But now I'm just enjoying Steve, man, going from Brucey Ball to Howard Wall, it's different vibes, but you appreciate when you're like, let's just enjoy not being completely shit. And that's just a beautiful feeling in itself.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Yeah. Man.
By the way, Mavididi was the perfect Harvey Barnes replacement because both of them guys are wingers that are good finishers, and they can do both. They can pass and shoot. I loved Mavididi at Montpellier. Loved him. I was like, yo, this guy would be a great buy for someone in the Prem. He's got the physicality and like, bro, he's been a very, very good replacement. Whenever I've watched Leicester,
he's looked good, but especially he's getting into the game now. Like before, he didn't have that many goals and assists. He wasn't making the right decisions. He's took 6 months. He's like, right, I'm stepping up now. So before the problem was we were too. Ever since fucking hell, since I can't remember when. Ever since like before we came into the Premier League, we've not had a balanced side. We've always, even when we won the league, it was give it to Mahrez, let him work his magic, and then maybe he'll cross it over Vardy. We were very one-dimensional. This is the first time.
N'Golo Kanté sort out everything in midfield. Everything.
It's just sorted out in such a good way, man. Honestly, so yeah, man. I'll try and find the time to give you the Wilfred Ndidi. I'll put it in the chat, but it's mental if you watch how he skills. But he's turning people into monsters. Apart from Cassidy, still shit. Can't lie, bruv. We've had him for a few months now. It's not happening, bruv.
That's concerning.
I see Cassidy get ripped after like nearly every Leicester game that he plays. I see bare retweets like Cassidy's crap. I'm like, right, it's really not working out for him over there.
It's just not happening. He can potentially be a good player, but at the moment he's too slow. He doesn't walk back enough. He gets into the ball okay, but every time I see him, he doesn't look like he's trying. And bearing in mind, he was supposed to be that guy at the beginning of the season. Wilfred Ndidi's ahead of him.
3-3.
Bro, you can't tell me that Wilfred Ndidi is ahead of him in a high 8 position, and this guy is good. He might be one day. He's only 21. Still got time. Crazy. At the moment, I'm not seeing the fact that Wilfred Ndidi is playing ahead of him. Well, he's not at the moment because he's injured, but you see what I mean. So yeah, man, I'll try and find. I'll show you why as well. Some of the formation of things that we're playing at the moment. See if I can put that in the chat.
Watch y'all play Millwall in the cup.
And said, take back the donkey, man, please. Fucking hell, bro.
Donkey, man.
Oh, he's not that bad. Come on, Sean. He's not that bad. Donkey is.
I see him get ripped by sections of your Twitter. That's something you must really be stinking it out over there. Obviously, I don't make any judgments on him because it's his first loan and everything. It's fine, but yeah, it doesn't look like he's having the best of times there. He had a pretty decent preseason with us. I say decent. There was like 1 or 2 dodgy games, but there was some good moments in some matches too. But yeah, hey, let's hope he ends his season well with you guys.
If you want, I'll put the link in the chat for everybody. If you look a minute into this video, again, I can't show it for reasons of copyright and stuff like that. If you look about a minute into this video, you'll see Wilfred Ndidi on a madness, and this is what he's talked about as well. How good he is, and what Enzo's turning him to absolute beast. I looked at that match. I was like, "What the hell is going to him?"
Nice goal.
That's Ndidi, bro. That's a CDM.
Yeah, it does a lot of composure there.
Yeah, he's
yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
That's in.
I'd be guessing my DM doing that.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, man, he's doing some business at the moment. In that game, actually, Mavididi missed a hat trick of sitters, and he got 1 goal at the end finally. But that shows you again, he's just coming onto another. But we're rebuilding, young squad. But
I've seen like it won't work in the US. Yeah, that's because of Sky Sports.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, man. If you just
I'll
type in Leicester
find it.
Southampton, and you might be able to find it. Sorry, man, I didn't realize. But yeah, for about a minute in, it's the third goal for Leicester, if it helps. But yeah, man, it was one of those ones where
That
it was
should work.
Incredible.
That's the official Leicester account, so that should work.
Yeah, that should be all right.
We'll
but yeah, man, we're doing okay. I think we played Ryan. I don't think we spoke since we played you. I think we did the preview in that. What did you? Well, because that game, I think you rotated 10 players, we rotated 10 players, and I think for kind of portion of the game, we kind of went toe to toe for you. I know that at the end you just obviously got Szoboszlai put up to fourth gear, and we couldn't deal with that.
That game was, when was that game? Was it in September or something? Wasn't it?
Something like it was a while ago.
4 months ago.
It was a while ago. The Carabao Cup. I was at that game actually. Yeah, from what I remember, you guys, it was a close game for most of it. We were the better team, but you did try and attack. You scored early on as well. I remember you did try and take the game to us. But I think in the end, the just gap in quality just showed. But yeah, you could see definitely that Leicester were too good to be a championship team. Do you get what I mean? So like,
such is life, bro. We shouldn't have been relegated last season, but we did. It's one of them.
You gave us a better game in the cup than what West Ham did. Put it that way at Anfield.
Really?
Like you definitely. Oh yeah, we beat West Ham 5-1. You definitely gave us a better
ran
game.
through them.
Yeah, you gave us a much better game than what they did. 100%.
Although to be fair, that was Moyes' B team. You made so many dumb rotations for that game.
If it helps, Lewis, that was our B team.
West Ham still had a decent team out. To be fair.
Who was starting? I think Bowen was playing, but
Bowen scored that game.
I just remember from my notes it was like 8 rotations.
I think
6.
Kudu started as well. I remember Kudu starting. Then you got your Součeks and everyone. Like, yeah, I think Alvarez started as well. Edson Alvarez. Now they still played
Souček, they had Bowen, and they played Bowen up top. Kudus was playing, but they brought him off. Souček started. Alvarez started. I think the rest is rotation. I think the whole back 5 was rotated except for Areola.
But you say that
it's like they kept the key players on and rotated all of the other ones, basically.
Against Liverpool, that's how we started. All of them, barring Ricardo Pereira, were secondary players. Even Connor Cody. That's our second team. And we went to Liverpool and we were all right for 60 minutes. We went toe to toe for them, and so even our goalkeeper, that's our academy goalkeeper, a second keeper. We're tearing up everything. Danny Ward's been dropped from the bench. Daniel Iverson's been dropped. Players are just not coming in. Yannick Vestergaard's looking like a madman. Connor Cody can't even get on the bench. So he get the team because Yannick Vestergaard's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, man. That's the team we set up against Liverpool, and obviously Liverpool rotated heavily as well. So you can see that's their B team as well. And when they brought on their bigger players, they turned up another level, and they took it on to the next level. But hey, man, this was a month into the process, so I was gassed.
Wow, nice.
Oh, well, I'm glad you guys are coming straight back up at least.
Yeah, man. Have a big part. We'll have a big get together. You know, when we come back. Leicester on a vibe is good fun.
Yes, I'll actually turn up to Leicester away. I like that trip.
No, even for the parade when they do that, when they go up, which I still think we will. But like when we hopefully we'd finish top. It's good vibes.
Hey, night out in Leicester, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying, I'm there.
Even in the afternoon, because it's just the whole city just turns up for a day. It's brilliant.
How far do all you live away from Leicester?
Not too far.
Like an hour and a half.
Couple of hours.
Something like that. Yeah.
In terms of Leicester, it's right slap bang in the middle of the country as well.
Okay.
So
it's accessible for everyone.
So for people like, if it's Lewis, it's really easy to get to. Even I'd say everybody, it's easy to get to because it's right in the middle. So in the middle of the motorways, accessibility wise. So, and that's one of the reasons why it comes into, because it's really easy to get to.
Plus it's a nice away setting. I think the way that the ground
shit though, our home atmosphere is
but it's good. It's good for noise though, because the sound always bounces back down with us.
Yeah, but we don't have any sound. The sound can only bounce if there is sound. We don't have any sound. Genuinely, it's awful this season.
That's the
you got some old geezers that don't want to.
I'm surprised you guys are cooking weekly and the fans aren't up for it.
Yeah, which is last year I understood because there's nothing. What can you get excited about?
Yeah,
like what genuinely can you get excited?
Yeah, last
about?
season I hear it, but this season
it's got. I won't say it's got worse. It's
We're
just
top of the league. Like, what the fuck?
We're a library, man. We are a genuine library. It's awful, and I hate to slander my own fan base because I'm from here, but it's shit. And I don't. When you come down next season, you'll see. It's just
this is just a pandemic, bro. Every home ground seems.
Don't make an excuse like the pandemic.
I feel like the British thing.
Our atmosphere is a pandemic. Our atmosphere when you used to go to the city centre of town about 2 months in, you know, it's like nobody there. It's like that same atmosphere. You have to come.
No, but I mean, it's the same with like most home fans. Like every time, it's always the away fans making the noise.
Maybe, but.
Well, I speak that from the Premier League experience. I feel like in the Championship, some clubs actually have decent.
I'll tell you what, the Championship's been a refresh though, bro. We got no VAR. It's been good. There've been dodgy decisions, things like that. But I tell you what, you don't realize how bad VAR is until you've not got it. Like people are saying you've got it, and trust me, I'm looking at you guys going, I don't fucking have that. But again, we've got it next season when we come back. So. That's I'm not missing VAR one bit. But you only realize how bad it is until it goes away. You're like, oh shit, I'm going back. It's kind of like a yeah, you don't realize how shit you have it until it's like, yeah, VAR is fucking trash.
I don't even think it's VAR, it's just people don't know how to fucking use it. Because it's a TV screen at the end of the day. Right? Yeah. It's not the actual monitor.
That and Europe have the semi-automated technology as well, and we just refuse.
They don't want to have that because that's
because we're better. Because we're better.
Takes away the controversy.
In the what's it called? In the World Cup, it's worked. In other places, it's worked. In other countries, it's worked. It's just it's not even about VAR. It's more about the reffing behind it. It's kind of
people using it, man.
And again, it's a semi-automated technology. In those countries, there's no question about offsides or not. They've got the technology, it just tells you outright. So there's no human error. Here, we refuse to use it because it makes less controversial moments. So we're stuck with these 5-minute sessions of them just talking like, oh, good job, you made the wrong one.
It's all controversy, bro. There's more controversy than non-controversy, which means it don't fucking work.
I know, but I feel like they kind of want it that way because, again, it creates controversy. They could have extra things in there to make it easier.
I hear that. It's blatantly incompetent, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's
they do it.
I hear it,
but bro, Lewis, you've known me for a minute. What have I said since day dot? They do this for drama. They do this because
that's it.
If you want drama, watch a Spanish soap opera, bruv. Don't watch football. Go watch WWE.
Football into an opera brings in more money. It's all about the money at the end.
It doesn't, because it goes, oh, I think that's shit. People hate watch it. That's not good. You want actually a quality. What people say, the Premier League's the best league in the world. It puts people off when you make bullshit decisions like that. People go watch other leagues. I ain't watching that for the VAR.
I don't really agree unless it's from a neutral perspective. If you're a Liverpool fan, you're going to think, "Oh, VAR's here. I'm not watching anymore." No, you're going to watch next week. Let's call it.
I know,
but
it's going to ruin your experience. You'll be like, "Fuck, I'm going to watch it with this shit."
You're still probably going to watch it, and you're probably going to watch afterwards, talking about the incident and the controversy around it, which is going to make more money for football as a whole. Like, I'm not saying it's right, but I'm explaining that it's just about money at the end of the day, and they don't care about the morality.
Oh yeah, we know they don't care about the morality. But I just think they're playing.
It's just about the money. That's why they could have added all this shit years ago.
Yeah, I think it's just incompetence. That's what I'll put it down to. I don't think it's anything to do with them trying to make it more controversial. I think they're just genuinely that bad at their job.
Flawless. You can't be that stupid.
I think it's a bit of both. It's a bit of both.
We've been to the UK.
I don't think against Steve. I don't think you're giving them the credit for being that stupid. Like they've not been making incorrect decisions before VAR, before the Premier League was a global thing. They was making awful decisions. So why? So if they were making awful decisions without the technology, then why are we shocked with the technology? They continue to make bad decisions. What are we talking about here?
Because it's been just as bad because of the fact that they can look at their mistake and correct.
But that goes to
It's
show
why
how
you're both correct. It's why you're both correct, because the controversial aspect is why they don't really act on it. That's why you're allowed to make all these mistakes. They don't care. But they're also incompetent too. It's just they don't care about their incompetence. It's allowed. It's enabled.
Super incompetent. When we hear the decision, do you think like there was the one? I think it was the Spurs Liverpool game, and we heard what got said. That goes to prove it. They're not having that conversation thinking, all right, let's.
They were tweaking. They were tweaking.
But when I heard that conversation, I don't think, they're trying to mess this up for it to be controversial.
They weren't trying to mess it up. They were just being dopey.
Exactly, because that's what they do. If there's one thing that doesn't need controversy to sell, it's the Premier League.
It's an offside rule. It's a penalty.
The Premier League does not need. The Premier League, it might create more talking points in general, but it doesn't need more to sell. What we talk, it's the Premier League. It sells itself.
Yeah, but that's flawless. But that's what you.
But I do believe it's a factor why they don't really try and stamp it out.
It's like
that's
weed.
what I think. That's why they allow it to keep going.
Yeah, they allow it because they know people are still gonna watch it.
Yeah, of course they are. But it's like weed. It sells itself. I'm saying, never hear a weed dealer say, "How am I gonna get rid of all this?" No,
or
Central Forest or something. Fuck.
It's call me. Chris Rock had a great joke about it. He said drug dealers don't sell drugs, they offer drugs. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, it ain't hard to sell cocaine. You know, what we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Let's use our brains.
It's a mix of a lot, bro.
Let's don't give these people way too much credit, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's a credit thing.
No, it is. I think it is a credit. The fact that we're saying, oh, maybe they're just not this bad at their job. Maybe they're doing this for controversy. No, they just suck at the job. And we heard
no. We can't take away from the incompetence, regardless.
Yeah, there's a certain.
I will say, I think that's why they allow it to keep going and they don't try to stamp it out.
And the reason why I don't think they stamp it out is because I think the people above them are incompetent too. Because these people continue to make mistakes week in, week out, and you know how you know they don't care for it because there's never any repercussions for it either. When referees do a bad job or is a bad decision, what is or go to the championship? Where they then continue to make bad decisions. Yeah,
they're usually just there for a week and they go back up.
We don't want your shit.
Yeah. So like you pay them. So why can't they make bad decisions in the championship where you have less of technology? No, these people are just incompetent. And it's about the money.
Is the refereeing in the championship bad too, and we just don't hear about it?
Probably.
It's not that bad. Genuinely, I prefer it to what I've had for the last few years. There's been some decisions. I'm like, how the hell did you get away with that? But I'll say I'll take that if I don't have VAR. I genuinely take the bad refereeing decisions because we don't have VAR. And again, it's just because of the incompetence around it. Because this year it's been refreshed and it's been a bit old school fans, old school stadiums, a little bit more like people that are Premiership, like Championship fans are a bit more like with it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Premier League teams will get carried away with this and the other. With Championship, it is more like old school. And it reminds me I'm going to some of the grounds that I used to go to. I was like from when I was like 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, now 15 years ago. So it's been nice to see some of those fans, see some of my mates again that I don't get to see with like Swansea or Cardiff that we won't get to play when we're back in the Premier League. So it's like a one-off kind of gap year. We're probably on a gap year. That's it. We're seeing these different places. We're coming back and then we're just going to come back to the Premier League. But yeah, for the refereeing, it's been better. But at the same time, I've not had that. I've not missed VAR. Overall, thank God we don't have it. I'd be much happier if they binned it off next year. You wouldn't understand how happy I'd be because I didn't realize how bad it was. And again, without repeating myself for the 14th time, until I got rid of it.
Fucking hell. Okay, fair enough. Well, at least we got a bit of perspective from the Championship. I hear that. Flawless. We haven't spoken about Manchester United. I feel like we're both in the same messy ass situation.
Facts.
How are you feeling with Man United? Even though I already know the answer.
You already know. Anyone? Obviously, you hadn't done this show for 6 months, so I can't say. Well, the last time I was on Shameless and said what I said, but whether I'm on my channel, whether I'm on Lewis's channel, whether it's anywhere else you may see me on a live stream, same old thing, man. Like just bad. Like, I was just talking about incompetence. In regards to refereeing, that's Manchester United Football Club. Incompetence from top to bottom. And we see it week in and week out. And anybody who, again, I say this all the time, anyone who continues to back this manager, anyone who continues to back this team and these players, I don't know how much more evidence you need to see where you just look at it and go, these managers not good enough. Even the Spurs game that just went, yeah, we drew the game 2-0. Spurs had half their outfield play, first choice outfield players missing. Their entire midfield three was missing, and their two best attackers was missing, and they were still the better team. They still dominated possession. They still, if on balance, you could argue maybe they deserved like the 3 points more, but what I can say is a point is the best we deserve from that game. Bear in mind, this is not at their place. This is at Old Trafford. I should be looking at that game on paper and going, Spurs are missing half their outfield players. Even if we're not in the best of form, we can take advantage of that. But more so, we doing watch-alongs at the same time. I jumped on your watch-along at halftime, Lewis, and you said to me, it's 2-1. Surely you lot kick on from here and win this game. And I said, do you know this team? There is no guarantee of that. Less than a minute. What happened in the second half? And that's just typical of us. Like people say all the time, and fans say it, pundits say it, our team is in the manager's image. And we're seeing it now. Like Ten Hag is crumbling under the pressure. And our team crumbles under the pressure. So that's why I don't hear no excuses when people say, oh, well, such and such is missing. Spurs, I just mentioned, had 5 players missing. And I've watched a lot of Spurs this season. And whether
key players as well.
Yeah, key players, whether it's their first 11, whether it's their like first 11 or fully fit, or they have multiple players missing, they still play the same way. They still compete. All I'm asking for is Manchester United to compete. All I'm asking for is my manager to do the basics. All I'm asking for is for players to do the basics. And both just fail miserably week in, week out. We can talk about the way we went out of the Champions League group. I'm not saying we should top the group above Bayern Munich. Absolutely not. Even though Bayern Munich are not of the level they was. I'll accept that because better team, better manager. But it's Copenhagen and Galatasaray. These are sides that one of them did go into the Europa League. But I kept saying this during the whole campaign. If either of these two sides dropped into the Europa League, they're not favourites for it. That shows the level they're at. Nobody's fearing Galatasaray or Copenhagen. Anybody who's in the Europa League is not like, oh, I don't want either of those two to drop down. I don't want to face those two. They're not good sides. You know what I'm saying. But here the thing is, we're so bad is that we could even take advantage of those sides giving us opportunities in those games. Copenhagen and Galatasaray gave us every opportunity to win those matches. Every opportunity. Yeah, we beat Copenhagen at home. Onana saved the last minute penalty. I'm talking more so Copenhagen away. 2-0 up, 4-3. Cruising. 2-0 up, cruising. And as soon as Rashford got sent off, first thing I said was getting at halftime ahead because I know what this team's like. Bear in mind, we're 2-0 up away at Copenhagen. I'm sorry, with 10 men, we should be able to comfortably win that. And yet, again, we fold under pressure. And then with the team folding under the pressure, you look at the manager and go, all right, switch it up, change something. But he's just folding under pressure. And this is a complete 181 from how I was talking about this manager last season. But this is why I always talk about with Manchester United, so whether it's future managers, whether it's players, the spotlight is different here. I keep saying this and I continue to state this. So when people name certain players and name certain managers, and I'm like, I need to see them in an environment where they're under more pressure because there's very few jobs that are like this. And we're watching it with Ten Hag. Because Ten Hag has, my biggest criticism of Ten Hag is there's no new problems. Every problem we have this season, we had last season. And I watched him deal with it last season to an extent and have us playing well and getting results, etc., etc. So that's why I don't hear the excuses of injuries. So I don't hear the excuses of, oh, well, he didn't get who he wanted in the transfer window. We know the structure's bad. But when we did what we did last season, the structure was just as bad. So how come it wasn't? So we don't praise, you know what I'm saying, the Glazers and the structure and when we win or when we're successful. So I don't want to hear about it when we lose. That's why the entire time you've known me, Lewis, I've never once blamed the Glazers for a bad result. Never once blamed them for a bad result. That's never my MO whatsoever. That's no excuse. Man brought on McTominay over Casemiro when we're chasing the game. That's not a structure thing. That's just bad decision making.
And you're saying about the players as well.
Decisions on the pitch.
Yeah. You're saying about the players even last season. Have they progressed this season?
No.
Nope. Because he switched the system. He had something. That's the thing that annoys me the most is you had something that was working with the team last season. And the crazy part is when you look at the team on paper this season, it's better. from an individual standpoint, is it anywhere near the levels of where Manchester United fans want us to be and where I want us to be? No. But is it good enough? Yeah, Lewis just mentioned before about Chelsea being the second most informed team in the league. That's also what annoys me, because if we was competent, we could take advantage of the league not being at its best. And we'd probably be third or fourth, and I'd shut up and go, you know what, we're roundabouts where we should be. Third or fourth in the league, maybe in the Carabao Cup semi-final, because the way we went out to Newcastle was disgusting, through to the next round of the Champions League. And I shut up. I'm not asking for us to win the Prem. I'm not asking for us to win the Champions League. I'm asking for us, like I always say, to be a competent, cohesive unit. And people act like that's too much. I know we spent the squad's not good enough. Well, we spent 300 million. So who's at fault? I'm looking at the manager. I'm looking at the players. That should not be an excuse. I'm not asking for the finished article. I'm asking for us to compete. Spurs have spent nowhere near as much, and they look like a much more competent unit, a much more cohesive unit. Again, basics comes back to that, but certain fans are going to make excuses for these managers and excuses for these players for the end of time. Yeah, you got certain players who've been here 10 years and people still talking about, oh, they're going to do this, that, and the third. It's like, how much more evidence do you need to see? Once you've been here 3-4 years, that's a big enough sample size, in my opinion, where you can judge a player and go, all right, you're of this level. All right, there's variables in that in terms of maybe age, maybe
you've had
injuries.
time to prove yourself.
You've had time to prove yourself. Time don't wait. What is this? I'm saying you wouldn't wait that long. Actually, some people would wait that long in a relationship, but I ain't waiting all that time. But we waiting 3-4 years to see how good you are. Like, I know the level you're at, but yeah, Shaw's been here years. Bruno Fernandes has been here longer.
Job if you're there 3 years, 3 years, and you're like, bro, what are you doing? 6 months, a year. Get an idea of what you're
it's
about.
always the age-old question. Oh, what would you big up facts as well? Oh, who
would
you bring in?
Man.
Yeah, man. Who would you bring in? And then I always come up with like ideas and suggestions and stuff. Oh well, I don't like that. So what's your solution? It's like the Benz thing. People trying to tell me, oh, don't bring in Karim Benzema. Have you seen our attack? We've scored the same amount of goals in the Premier League as Luton Town, and they've played a game less. Are you high?
Jesus Christ!
You spent more on Anthony than that club has in their entire history.
Are you high? Like, why are we turning it down? It's a 6-month loan deal. Let's say worst case scenario, we got it. Bear in mind, people, I genuinely don't think we signed Karim Benzema, but let's say we did, and then it goes wrong. Okay, we move on in the summer.
It's gonna go wrong anyways.
Yeah, like yes, we scored 20. I think it's 24 league goals we scored in 22 games, and people are turning down one of the best strikers of his gen. I think the best striker of his generation. He's 36, and he's still miles better than whatever we had.
Flawless. He's not prime proven. That's what the brainwashers tell me.
It's just idiotic.
Another buzzword.
Biggest myth.
Yeah, it's just plain foolish.
It's just shit transfers.
Yeah, like that's it. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing is, no one was saying that. Again, back to that. Now it's all the transfers are bad and red. No one was saying that last season. Minus the Anthony transfer, we liked our transfers. Martinez was a good signing. Casemiro was a good signing. Eriksen was a shrewd signing as well. Did we sign anyone else?
Malacia was a decent signing.
Malacia, yeah, he's a bit about. Yeah, Malacia did. Yeah, last year as well. So it's like minus Anthony, I like the signings. And then even on paper, I was like, okay, the second season minus Mount, that's awful. But you looked at Onana, you looked at Højlund, looked at Amrabat, even though it's loan, you go, okay. But Onana's not worked out, so you have to look at the player and look at the manager. Højlund's not worked out, you'll have to look at the player and the manager. The only one that's kind of worked out actually is Johnny Evans. For all the criticism he receives, he's consistently good. Like he's missed a 6, 7 out of 10 every game. I've watched every single United game this season. There's never been a game so far this season where I've gone, oh, Johnny Evans was terrible today. Actually, if our players had his consistency, we'd be in a much better position. Because you know what Johnny Evans fucking does? The basics. Just does the basics. No frills, nothing spectacular.
Sounds like your Danny Drinkwater at Chelsea, bruv.
That's it. Just does the
Everyone's so crap. I just want a guy who does the basics.
That's all I'm crying out for. You know, just run hard, close down, pass to a guy in a red shirt. You know, the basics. Like that's what it is. I want my manager to just do the basics. How about go back to what was working?
Transfer from a relegated team.
Yeah. And he has been our best. Like he has been our best sign. Just go back to the double pivot. And that's what annoys me even more is the few times we've actually played the double pivot this season. Surprise, we've looked better. You know what I'm saying? And they've been against the better sides. We played it against Arsenal. We played it away at Liverpool. We played it against Villa. Three of the four best teams in the league. Yes, we won one of those games drew one and lost one. But the point I'm making is about the performance and just from a defensive standpoint. Everyone thought we went to Liverpool, we was going to get battered. He had to play that midfield on accident. That's why I don't give him no credit, because they were the only midfielders fit and available. Everyone else was injured or suspended. Lo and behold, we go there against Liverpool, get a well-deserved draw. And you know how you know he did that on accident? Because we played West Ham a few days later and he changed it. And then we lost. Same way Arsenal. Two stoppage time goals, what we lost to. Ironically, it was a double pivot. Same way with Aston Villa. Even though we were 2-0 down, I wasn't mad about the performance, because word to Peter, too many people do results-based analysis. You win, you've played well. You lose, you play poor. No, that's not always the case. That's why when it was 2-0 down against Villa, I wasn't even mad. Because I was like, we've actually done all right. We've just been sloppy from set pieces, which we have been giving up terrible goals all season long. So yeah, it's just us, and we're going to continue to do it during the season. Give up, look lackluster going forward because our attack is no good. It's awful. Give up easy goals. There's very few goals. I think I can count on one hand the amount of times we've conceded a goal and a goal. That's just down to the sheer brilliance of the other team. That's a great team move, or that's a great what's it called, individual piece of magic from a player. No, we giving up goals, and I'm counting 3 mistakes. There's a goal we conceded in, was it the Newcastle game?
Yeah, it was. Livermento just went.
It was the Newcastle game, and I counted 5 mistakes from 5 individuals. That's half your outfield.
Yeah.
How is half your outfield making mistakes for 1 goal? And it's basic mistakes.
And that was our C team, B team, whatever the hell you
what
want to call it.
like,
That's Livermento.
But people still gonna have hope. I'm saying, and still be like, oh, why are you not backing? Give him time to do what? I was at bargaining for weeks. Then I went to acceptance when I like, oh, you're just not gonna switch it back. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Manchester United. I know I went off on a little bit of a rant, people, but that's
I don't blame you, man.
To give my thoughts on it like in full, because we haven't done the show in a minute, so people may be unsure on my stance with it. Yeah, like I said, people go and continue to back this nonsense until people backed Ollie, so people will back anything. That's one thing.
Which one of us do you think sacks their manager first?
Because we under a new regime,
I think Ten Hag, just because he's been there longer.
Yeah, maybe because he's been there longer. But obviously, because we're under this new regime, and I put new regime in quotation marks, I don't know what their...
Actually,
I have no idea what their thought process is like on these type of things. How do they move? We have no evidence to go off. Yeah, go on, Ryan.
If Chelsea get knocked out next week by Middlesbrough, he could go that night. I'll be honest.
If we get knocked out by Middlesbrough and Villa, I'm not even going to be happy if we get rid of him by that. I'm going to be fuming at our board for letting it last that long.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, they'll go through against Middlesbrough, innit? Because Middlesbrough
in 10th they'll overturn the championship, by the way.
They'll overturn a 1 goal.
We lost to their B team.
Yeah, but you're at
14 injuries.
And actually, they've been. I think Middlesbrough.
That was their first home win since November.
Middlesbrough, the 5th best team in the championship away from home, by the way.
Yeah, it's different.
Oh, you know what? We actually have a bit of a fortress at home right now. We won our last 4 or 5.
Yeah.
You lot going to
watch that capitulate in the next 3 months.
You lot going to be.
You lot whack.
I'm not.
All we have is like slightly not even impressive. Just wins at home. That's all we have.
When the Russian money runs out, bruv, you are man.
Well, we still have money. We just spent $1 billion in a year. Actually, no, not $1 billion. It was like 800 million. In all honesty, everyone just runs to 1 billion.
And where's that got you? Where were you this time last season?
Around.
We could do a 10th.
10th. Now we're 9th. 9th. We should be a lot higher though. This fucking manager has fucked us in enough games. Our attack has also not been great. I will say that too. Our attack's been a bit sloppy in certain games. Our game management has fucked away so many points from winning positions.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. But hey, we decided to give this project to an idiot. Brilliant. Big up Sean James saying Dutch Brendan Rodgers in. I think he's referencing Ten Hag.
I genuinely think Ten Hag's nowhere near the level of Rodgers. Rodgers is a terrorist.
The Argentine Rodgers. Rodgers and Poch. That's a pair of them, man.
Don't get us started because there'll be 2-on-1 here. Me and Ryan, because he destroyed our club and the evidence win the championship, and Liverpool he destroyed. I swear, as a Man United fan, just trying to destroy Liverpool.
You know what I hate about this whole narrative with Brendan Rodgers? It's the fact when you have rival fans for some reason saying, "Oh, you know, this manager can be at their club can be their Brendan Rodgers." Like in terms of saying Brendan Rodgers set foundations for Klopp. That is the biggest piece of bullshit I've ever heard in my whole life. Brendan Rodgers caused so much damage out of football club. Klopp had to build the foundations himself. Did you see the team Klopp inherited?
He set the foundations to set the foundations.
Sounds familiar.
What does that even mean? That doesn't make any sense.
I can see Poch breaking.
Depression.
I can see Poch doing the exact same thing right now.
Yo, he set the foundations to set the foundations, man. You know what I'm saying?
How do you do that?
This house going to be
How do you
foundations for the next manager?
Who, what, when, where, why? What is?
I can't like Brendan Rodgers is the worst manager I've seen at Liverpool.
He didn't build the house right, but he set the foundation to build.
Bro, he threw somebody in the cement and put cement on top.
Brendan Rodgers is a worse manager than Roy Hodgson for Liverpool. Roy Hodgson didn't get any money to spend. Came into a fucked up Liverpool football club where we had the shittest owners who have ever been in the Premier League, pretty much. Rodgers had way more money to spend and had more time. He was fucking shit. He only almost won the title because Suarez was on a carry job that season. Yeah. That's literally the only reason. You could say Rodgers was part of the reason we lost the league because he couldn't coach a defense. We conceded 50 league goals that season. So honestly, Rodgers is the worst manager I've seen at Liverpool. Honestly, I'm telling you, he's definitely the manager I've disliked the most. 100%.
He took us from 10th to relegation in 4 seasons, with putting us into FFP trouble twice.
Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. 10th to relegation is crazy.
So technically, he didn't relegate Leicester, but because he was 8 games left of the season, he didn't relegate technically. But I think, I don't need to say it. You lot have seen me on him going, "We are going down. We are going down."
You did say
this. Thinking. So it's not because I'm over. I think you are relatively rational. And even at the beginning of the season, I was like, we are got major problems. This boat's got massive holes in. But he's gone where he belongs. He's up to the Scottish League. That's his level. And he's going to get booed if he ever comes back down to the Premier League. What a penis, man.
Fucking dickhead.
It just hits more.
Oh, he's a bell
when you use a 10-year-old insult, bro. Call him a div.
Fucking Nimrod.
And yes, a man than me, I've got plenty of words for Pochettino right now. I'm sure Flawless has plenty for fucking Ten Hag because it's just long.
Yeah,
it's just long. Big up, saying Ten Hag is a hash brownie version of Poch without the high. I hear it. Poch ain't even a brownie, bruv, unless he's an expired brownie. Expired by about 6 fucking years, bruv. Those 2016 tactics and mindset, bro. Get out of my fucking club, man. Whole season's being wasted because of this dickhead.
So bad.
This was meant to be the rebuild season, and now we're not even gonna have to do another rebuild, but we're gonna have to just fucking get another.
Now you're doing the Brendan Rodgers at Liverpool, man, setting the foundations, man.
Flawless.
Yeah, so someone else can come in and just see this mess and think, what did he leave for me?
The cement ladder to open the door, bro.
You left the cement, man.
Foundations have been set.
You left the cement. Yeah, but go on.
Well, remember when last season when Saint wanted Poch at Liverpool?
Nah, I don't remember that.
Do you not remember that?
Nah, but I don't know why you calling out Saint.
I get receipts of that.
You get receipts.
Saint, hold that.
So stop mentioning. Keep mentioning Saint in it. You know what I'm saying? Saint 6'5", by the way, but you carry on. You know what I'm saying? I want no involvement. Yes, yeah.
Good for him. Congratulations.
All right, cool in it. Cool in it. So I stopped making so many jokes. I was like, yeah, let me chill out.
I know my place now. Shit.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, but Saint hold that in it.
I was like, yo, let me start. I
still
would
Ryan would do that.
But hey, Ryan, your time with it. Your funeral, fam.
Your funeral.
Yeah, man.
You guys doubt me.
Absolutely, yes, we do doubt you.
I
don't
doubt you. I'll put money on it.
We do doubt you. Yes,
I'm not
strong doubt.
I'm not doubting him, Flawless. I'll put money on it.
Yeah, this guy said, "Oh, you guys doubt me." Yeah, you knew that. Of course, we doubt you.
I'll see him at the trophy parade after we've won all 4 trophies.
Yeah, there you go, innit?
So,
yeah, you could be his trophy, like you said.
That
Kane shit is wild, yo. That Kane shit. I forgot about him saying that Kane thing.
Huh?
Oh yeah, so the Kane's only trophy.
Yeah, Neil just mentioned the Kane and only trophy thing. I forgot you said that.
That was
Don't worry, bro. It's
It
not
might still
recorded.
be his only trophy the way the
Yeah,
season's going.
serious. You know what I'm saying? You might have been up to saying, Ryan.
Yo, imagine if Kane doesn't win a trophy this season.
No, Leverkusen are winning the league. I've already come to terms with it.
If Kane doesn't, yo, this is the
Leverkusen are
worst
winning
thing.
that league.
This is the worst. This is Kane's worst scenario. If Bayern Munich don't win
You want
any
his
trophy this
mantelpiece?
season and Spurs win an FA Cup, oh my fucking days, it's gonna be carnage. Honestly, it's gonna be.
But
mental if
Spurs
that
and trophy are
happens.
like,
Spurs win
like
the
two
FA
magnets,
Cup.
opposite ends. They just don't.
There is
share the
no,
same
there
ends.
is no way Tottenham win the FA Cup. They're getting
Nah,
knocked
but
out
just
by
imagine if Spurs won the. They always beat City at home.
Hey, come on,
Spurs
man.
always
I'm
beat
with
City.
it.
Hey,
If you like-
that streak's been overdue. It's death. Like, come on, that's gonna happen
Yo,
this year.
City ain't even scored a goal at that stadium before.
I know,
What
which
do you
is
mean they scored?
You know what,
unbelievable.
Ryan? You just give it to Ryan Kerr. City gonna win like.
No,
3-1
they've
or
never
something.
scored at that ground. Never.
Yeah, they've never scored, and
Oh,
now
never
Ryan
scored a
said.
goal, innit?
Now,
All competitions, they've never scored
but
at that
I hear
ground.
you, Lewis, but now Ryan
Jeez.
said that. Watch him win like 3-1 or something, 4-1.
Hey, Tottenham out the cup. That's fine. It's a win-win for me. Either City out the cup and it's
Yeah,
a
let's
bit
get
more
City out.
winnable.
Yeah, let's get
Hey
City
man,
out.
if
Or
Spurs,
Tottenham's out.
if Spurs beat City, then we're favourites for the FA Cup. Then pretty much.
That is
So,
true. So let's hope. Who you lot got in the FA Cup again? Home tie against who?
Norwich at
Norwich
Oh yeah,
home.
you're gonna beat Norwich. Yeah, you're gonna beat
Nah.
Norwich.
Yeah, if you think about it, because I deep this
That's a
earlier on,
piss
yeah,
take to
I-
get to. That is.
flawless.
Go
I
on.
deep this earlier on, right? When you think about it, all 4 competitions Liverpool are in, we're like top 2 favourites in each one. We're second
Absolutely.
favourites of the Prem. We're favourites with Carabao. We're favourites for Europa, and you could argue we're favourites for FA Cup.
I would
What a
say
shame
that's
if you lost all of them.
That's a fair assessment.
You had better not be trophyless at the end of the
Yeah.
season.
No, they'll
We'll
get
win-
2.
we'll win
They'll
at
get
least some.
2. They'll get 2 minimum.
That's just
What,
a fair
FA Cup
assessment.
and
yeah.
Europa?
I think they'll
Hey,
win.
man,
No, FA
Unfortunately,
Cup
I think
and
they'll
League
win.
Cup. FA Cup.
Quad's
Man,
on, Ryan. Hey, Ryan, the quad's on again.
Yeah, different quad, but yeah, quad's on. Yeah,
Quad's
I
on.
said
Son,
it,
let's
bro,
go.
I
Look at the
said it.
smile on his face, man.
Yeah,
I'm so it's going all right,
Look
man.
for
Oh,
it,
man,
I'm
say it
enjoying
with a
it
bit of
still.
chest, bro. Quad's on, man. Quad's on.
Oh, cause bro, I
And
said
this
we're
is
winning
Quad's
all
on,
4
Klopp's on.
trophies, bro.
You know, he's got
I
he's
said
on his
it.
bike, got a Peloton sponsorship.
Wait,
He's
say
on-
that
he's
again,
on
Ryan.
top
You're
of
winning
the
what? Just to clarify, so
Oh.
we get this clipped. Go on.
All 4 trophies are in this season, are us, innit? I'm saying
No,
it.
no, no.
So
What
that's
are you
the so
winning
to
this
clarify, that's the Premier League, the Europa League, the FA Cup, and the
FA
Carabao Cup.
League Cup.
And you know
And
what
that's
to do.
been said on
Out
the
of context,
18th.
Sarcasm City TV.
And that's been said on the 18th of January, 2024, on
1
Shameless
hour,
FC.
29 minutes.
Yeah, on Carefree Lewis G's YouTube
On the
channel,
dot.
Shameless FC. Will Benzema even leave? Half season review, Shameless FC. Thank you
Yeah.
very much for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Big fucking facts, man. I already wanted you lot going trophyless, but now we got a little clip. I really hope you lot end up. Although I think you'll win Europa. You'll win Europa.
I
at least.
genuinely think you'll win a bare minimum 2, unfortunately.
That Carabao Cup though, that's ours. It's
The Prem's the hardest one, obviously, but
Well,
I
Lewis,
feel like
you
we've got a
must-
chance in the Prem. I
We
feel like
had
we've got a
fucking
chance.
better, bro.
The Carabao
That's the
Cup,
only
you
thing
must-
that would be worth watching.
On
Is
Carabao
Satan
Cup,
lose
anyway.
my club to 6 months.
You're not winning shit. Why are you even putting trophy in your work?
You
can't-
must.
We will
they're not
watch,
winning.
bro. In a month, I'm gonna
You're
have a
not winning
Carabao Cup
shit.
medal up here. Don't worry, bro.
You must.
You
Like,
have
have
Pacha, your
Liverpool
club's
not
still.
gonna
You-
happen, bro.
We better.
You're allergic to trophies in the last couple of years.
Huh?
Lost a few finals.
Yeah, exactly.
We were literally world champions like a year ago.
And what happened
They're
then?
allergic to Wembley finals. I'll say that.
Wembley,
Yeah,
Wembley finals, that's
Wembley
it.
ain't. Yeah, Wembley finals. That's you
That's
got
a
the
good
right
one, man.
agenda
You got-
now. You got the right agenda now. All right, cool. Yeah, Wembley's the problem. Wembley's the problem.
And your owners.
All streaks
and your
come to an
squad,
end though.
And your manager.
When are we gonna do a
That's
team of the
good.
season?
Liverpool
That's
versus
good.
Chelsea,
That's
third time lucky, man. We got you. We got you.
Oh, bro, you had way better team back then with Tuchel, man. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean a better defense, but I mean we also had this idiot.
And you had
Rooney
Tuchel, who was
like
actually you had Tuchel, who was who was actually tactically very good in these games.
I know, but we also had this guy
Come on,
missing big chances left, right, and centre, and the decisive penalty.
Oh, did he miss one of the pens?
Yeah.
In the
Yeah,
FA
he missed
Cup,
the
he missed
penalty.
the
Alisson
decisive
saved his pen
penalty,
in the shootout.
and in the
yeah.
Carabao Cup final, he missed 2 clear-cut chances.
Yeah, he missed
Sitter,
2 sitters in the
Sitter,
final. I
and
remember.
two.
Yeah.
Casper Michael
So,
kept
yeah.
him out to win Leicester the FA Cup.
How we won the Carabao Cup is so funny. I can't even lie. Chelsea actually
And
were
that
the better
bullshit
team that game.
Lukaku offside goal. Thank you, VAR.
Hey man, that was miles offside. I don't care what anyone says.
It was not. Fuck off.
The line, he was offside, man. The line showed it.
I know there was a
The line
Havertz
showed it was
offside goal, but whatever. You know what? That's probably for the greater good.
Chelsea fans try to act like they're, professors of the offside law and how offside technology, yeah? Bro, the line showed it was offside, innit? I'm just saying.
Oh, because the lines have always been 100% accurate.
VAR's never been a problem, Ryan.
I'm just saying the line.
Look at this Ryan guy.
Yeah. It's everything all smokes with VAR until you go to Tottenham.
Look how proud.
Hey man,
funny
that
Ryan
Tottenham
as well.
one. No, that Tottenham one was different though.
Yo.
That Tottenham one was genuinely they really fucked up with that Tottenham one.
Yeah,
they actually got the right decision, but thought it was weird. They thought it was the wrong decision, but I don't know what they thought it was. They
were just like screw Liverpool. And I was
that Tottenham one was something.
You deserved it.
Hey man, we'd be unbeaten this season in the league if that hadn't happened.
Yeah, see this dickhead, Rob. Fucking waste of time. Right. They made a banner for that piece of shit.
They did, yo. You must feel so vindicated after all the criticism you received for criticizing him. Now the Chelsea fans all sing the songs about him like leaving and him wanting more money. Like that Mount Chan. And I bet
but no one wants to tell me that I was correct, even though I told them this a year ago. You know what they're doing now? They want to make a banner for Gallagher now. They don't learn. He still hasn't re-signed. He could be in a Tottenham shirt in 6 months, and they want to make a banner for him.
Who decide? So is this the fans who decide on the banner just to make this?
No, it's a group called We Are the Sheds. They make like go fund.
Are they like supporters?
It's all like a
the one thing the one individual player they asked for a banner for potentially was Conor Gallagher. They said, "Yeah, we're going to make one banner for Kante." No, they just make it.
Okay.
I think they get permission from the club, but they'll back a Gallagher banner.
Are they like the supporters trust or something?
No, that's a different group.
All the players you lot have, and they want a Gallagher banner.
Gallagher, you know.
If I see that I'm Matthew Harding, I'm going to be up there with my lighter like this.
Yes, but you got
it's like Flawless having a McTominay banner.
Yeah, you got like Thiago Silva in your team, and
Silva and James already have banners, but they want to make one. So the reasoning behind it, right, was they want to show Todd Bowl. Well, let me get it. In fact, let me get it because you're going to laugh reading this.
It's the most beta male thing I ever read in my life.
Wait. How about time, bro? Where is this?
Accrington Stanley fans don't have that beta male mentality, by the way.
I don't even know what that means.
Huh?
Here it is.
I don't even know what that means.
A beta male is a simp. It's a pussy. It's someone that you could literally spit on.
Oh, wait. All right, so here it is. I need the right music for it as well. So, Connor has been at the club since he was 8 years old. He and his family are Chelsea through and through, and above all else, he's undoubtedly been one of our best players this season. Connor embodies what it means to play for our club. And you can see what it means to him when he pulls on the shirt every week. He plays for the badge and gives 100% every game, no matter what. You want to create a pre-match display to celebrate Connor and show other academy players that it is possible to break through and play for their club. Pure talent over pure profit. Because it's not like we already have a fucking banner for a better player. But no, they want to do this pure talent, pure profit for a guy who apparently embodies our club while we sit in ninth.
Because he's been there since
he's come from your academy. He's got loaned out to everywhere.
Yeah, but only one of those two players actually plays, though. That's the thing.
And even outside of that, how about you do something for a banner? You accomplish something.
We've never been in the European spots with Gallagher in our team.
Yeah, how about you just? How about
That's
you?
Why it's not even Accrington Stanley.
James doesn't, and
he's got them some important wins.
None of these other players deserve a banner. None of
all of your academy graduates. The person that epitomized it is Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, man.
Captain Connor.
Out of Cobham.
Connor.
Not the guy who literally won the fucking Champions League and is still here. And won the Club World Cup and everything. Not our actual captain.
It looks like
fucking Gallagher.
Champions League since then, but I'll be honest.
I'm sick of this fan base. This is the exact same thing they did last year on repeat. They don't learn. They don't learn.
Only player banners I can remember Newcastle doing was lately we had one for Fabian Schär, which is a good shout. Fabian Schär is a baller, man. So it was like everybody needs a Fabian Schär. I'm like, yeah.
Boss, remember when I used to rate Fabian Schär and you used to get onto me? a couple of years ago.
Did I? I have no idea. We talk
remember, bro.
far too often, but so I don't remember all these type of things. But go on, jog my memory. I got onto you for rating Shah. What did you say? Shah is like top quality or something? He's the next Van Dijk.
This was like when Newcastle were in the struggling times a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I was saying like Fabian Schär's an underrated centre back. Like I rate him in it, and you got onto me or something.
Are you sure? That sounds way too rational.
I was going to say
reasonable for you. You didn't say that.
You must have said he was
the best centre
back.
You definitely did not say. You definitely did say he's an underrated. Underrated. Go on.
You know what time? You'll remember this. Remember when I used to? You remember when I used to hype up John Joe Shelby?
Yes, I do remember that.
It was around that time.
But again, you was not reasonable.
So what you've done is you've took one step forward and then one step back. So you're at a neutral point. So what's your next one, bro?
Now, John Joe Shelby had talent.
I know that. We ain't even going to get into your John Joe Shelby take. I just know you didn't say that about. If you would have said he was an underrated centre back, I would have said, no, probably not watched a lot of him, fairs, but you probably said he's top quality. He's easily the most underrated centre back in the league.
I don't think I went as far as that, to be honest. I think I said he was a good centre back.
You are Mr. Go Too Far. That is your middle name.
Sometimes I go too far, yeah.
Sometimes.
So
how long have you got
on the show if you went sometimes too far?
How long have you got? We ain't even going to get into your John Joe Shelby take. So, all right, let's just keep the show moving. Yeah, we ain't even go. I'll save
better
you.
than Enzo Fernandez, yeah. Cool.
No, not even that. You know what I'm saying?
AC was our second ever Cobham graduate to start for us after John Terry and actually won everything Reece James won. Rise Conor Gallagher's trophies to the table. I will wait.
He's shit, man. He's so shit.
Fucking Gallagher fucking trophies. Where is it?
This guy and his sound effects.
He's got more like a hip hop radio show, just ready to go.
I got like 30 of these in.
Yeah,
there.
I need to add to the audio thing, like you said.
How about shot on target? Real shit.
I keep telling people. I keep telling. Bro, I was on the football terrace this morning after I got out of work, and they're talking about, Gallagher to Spurs. What do y'all think? I went on there and I was like, this guy is not that good. You can find a player that does what he does in the third division of French football. Press.
But it makes sense for Spurs. For me, it's a very Spursy player.
It is. I mean, yeah, it makes sense if they want to be Spursy. If they want to try to be good, it makes no sense. That's what it is. Like, you can find a Conor Gallagher in the third division of France, and that guy will actually score an assist and a good first touch and all that. And he's actually like good. And I was like, you could even let's go to Bologna. Bologna got Lewis Ferguson, 24-year-old Scottish player. He plays exactly what Gallagher does. He actually scores. He actually assists, and he's actually a good player. And he presses and tackles and does all that. But nobody it's just like, it's crazy. People think that Conor Gallagher is Lewis Ferguson, but Lewis Ferguson is actually what what some people think he is. This is crazy, bro.
Has he got any bit of football ability to pass forward?
I think Hall is clear. And also he's a better player, and also I genuinely think that Enzo doesn't see him as a main part of the team. They tried to get in McAtee and up to the end of the year.
Big up Ram. Yeah.
What's up, Ram?
What's crazy is, Ram, when I first met, this was years ago, when I first started working with Ram, and then like I was on stream with Ryan. He's like, why is everyone so mad? Why is everyone so mean to Ryan? Why does everyone treat Ryan the way he does? I say, give it 30 minutes and you'll figure it out. Look at him now.
Ram, what a good performance for Szoboszlai in the last couple of months.
Look at this guy, Look at this guy.
Yeah, Andy Q saying big up. Did he say madam?
Nah, he's saying madam. He's saying big up.
Well, big up, my guy. Dr. Lewis, can we get Connor? I know fraud Javi doesn't want him. Should have been sacked on the plane and left in Saudi. You can have Conor Gallagher, sure. Just rise up anything over 40 million and he's yours, man, please. Or give us Christensen back. Deal. Swap deal. That works. Yeah, like, you know what? Have him for free. Fuck it. Take him. You can take his stands as well. That here. Any more Gallagher property, you can take that banner too.
You do realise that they're not going. They're just going to move just like they did from Mount to Gallagher, and then when Gallagher goes,
Gilchrist is next.
Yeah,
Gilchrist.
Yeah,
they're already hyping him up after that first cameo when all he did was just run around like a headless chicken, and they were like, "All right, cool. He's got the passion about him." And like,
Are you saying the new John Terry or something?
Fair play to Gilchrist, but you can see the overhyping already.
Yeah, man, because he cleared the ball. It's like, oh, he gets what it means to play for the club.
That was it. He cleared one ball and ran around, and everyone's like, "Yeah, Gilchrist, get in." I was like, "All right, cool. Let's see how you like in a few years." And he had a good cameo against
Lewis's head, but we move.
Yeah, but it's a bad. Yeah, Lewis already knows. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's got the fit. You know what I'm saying? The haircut, the whole nine, man. We know what it is. We know what it is.
Yeah,
that's the same.
That's why I'm hoping we can try and prize Isak away from Newcastle, so I can have some representation too.
Yeah, man, first. And he's a baller as well. I'm a big fan.
Give me someone I can vicariously live
That's
through.
a statement. The fact that you're not getting away from the only one that's probably going is probably Guimaraes or whatever, isn't it? How to pronounce his name?
G.
Yeah, I think he's the one that's going to go out of all of them.
He might, and if he does, all right, word. Let's go find another one. This is what it is, man. I'm here for Newcastle, bro. I ain't here for just one player. Like if he leaves, he leaves. It is what it is.
On Gallagher stand.
Selling Groya for 50 million.
Oh, I don't want
we leave the players.
Ferguson.
We leave the player stands to Ryan, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like when he said he was here for Harry Kane, that type of thing. Now, right, Ryan, you said it. How are you shaking your head at something you said? This is the craziest thing in the world.
Said Mo Salah was overrated.
Keeping quiet, like
yeah. Who said you weren't keeping quiet? That's nothing to do with what I said. I just said you are a player stan at times. That's why you said what you said about Harry Kane.
I'm not a player stan.
You literally said you want to be his
only
trophy.
Though, you will bash on a player for no reason.
All right, what's the context then? Go on.
I'm trying to remember. It was ages ago now.
So how was it? This guy just said it's out of context.
Yeah, he remembers rating Fabian Schär.
Yeah,
but you don't remember that.
He wants.
Collective memory.
Collective
memory merchant.
It is. Right, man. He said he wants to be Harry Kane's only trophy. Do your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mo Salah was overrated. He's a
we even get into all that. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we even doing all that.
Happy merchant. What other woman did you have?
Clap out.
Hey man, big up the top of the table.
Lewis, you got Clap out. Please bring it up, bruv.
I still have it. Oh yeah, I still have
it.
Oi.
Lawrence would have deleted that.
He better win the league this season. I'm telling you.
You cannot go trophyless, especially if Potts hits Carabao. Everyone's manager must respond.
All right, so what's your thing if he doesn't win the league, then Brad? What are you saying about Klopp if he doesn't win the league, but you win 2 other trophies?
Then we should look to move on because I'll be honest with you, yeah. Honestly, for me, the league is just open. There's just an opportunity there this season where you just gotta get the job. You just gotta get it over the line this time. Do you get what? It's not as if City, obviously, of course, but. I just feel they're not going to get like your 99 or 100 points this season. Like I think they could still get obviously a very high point total, but I just feel like they've gone 1-6. They've had a bad run. I just feel we have to capitalize on that and in some point. Obviously, I don't feel we capitalized enough, but at least we're top of the league. I just feel like we've got a chance there at the end of the day to do this time, and I do think we'll be in a close title race with them. Just don't lose out for the 3rd time, like, in a row. Come on, man. Like, don't do that, innit? Like, actually get it over the line this time. And the fact is, we've got things going for us this season. We've actually got the game against them at Anfield in the second half of the season, which is a change. It's the last couple of title races with them. Their second game's been at the Etihad when it's been the title decider. Now it's at Anfield, which will help us. I don't know. I just feel like enough excuses, man. And people will say, oh, it's a transition season and stuff, whole new midfield and all that. Yes, but we're in that position because of Klopp at the end of the day. Because Klopp fucked up in the first place with all that at the end of the day. So, like, bro, if I just feel he owes us, innit, at the end of the day. That is, if he's gone, 3 years without a title or Champions League?
4 years.
This would be the 4th year if he wasn't to do it this year. It would be the 4th year if he wasn't to do it this season. So, for me, he needs to deliver. That's what it is with me. He needs to deliver. He's got players to do it. Like, go and do it, innit? After 20 games with top of the league, get it over the line, innit? At the end of the day, that's all I'm asking for.
Ryan, they're asking me to bring up this last comment from Rams. So I don't know if you
Lawless, I don't get this guy fought because Saint Straw and myself are saying we challenge. Now he says Klopp should leave or be sacked for not winning.
The fact is,
This is facts.
No, but the fact is,
Not lying.
the fact is, things change in the season. Did I expect us to challenge at the beginning of the season?
Well,
No.
this ain't the
But
season.
The fact
though.
is,
Ryan, this ain't the season though. This is like
What do
in
you
the space
mean?
of like this is like in the space of like 5 days.
Yeah.
It's a working week. That you
now
change
you know
your
what it
mind.
was.
It was
Yeah.
last week.
Yes, this was like literally not even a whole week. It was 5 days. Because this guy was saying before Arsenal went on their blip, Arsenal gonna win the league. Arsenal gonna do this, that, and the... Go back, Lewis. You was on back again.
They won. I thought I was gonna allow you.
No, don't let this guy lie to you, Lewis. You was on back again. Remember his
This
tweets?
was the
Not
whole
on the last
week.
back again. That the back again before the last one. Yeah, man, that's him.
Get back here.
That's him. Yeah, man, he knows, man. And he literally cursed that. He cursed out Saint, Stroll, all in the group chat because us, me, Ryan, and Saint, and Stroll, and Rabbit all in the group chat. Shout out G as well. And he was literally cursing them man out for saying they could win the league. And now he's flipped after Arsenal because it was all Arsenal this, Arsenal that. That's what it was. It's literally 5 days ago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he is. And that's without the football thing. He is a disgrace. You know what I'm saying? Mustache on a penis. You know what I'm saying? But we move.
He's a Nimrod.
I don't even know what Nimrod means. It sounds like a bit in a car.
Ryan, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Nincompoop.
Nincompoop. I've not heard that.
Sorry.
That is a new one. Right, we are going to wrap up the show, though. It is good to bring Shameless FC back. I'm going to try and find a regular for the show as well. Now that we're filming back, again, it's a little bit easier to work.
We aren't going to do a 2-hour Mourinho debate, no? All right, cool.
No.
Debate.
Well, big up to everybody that's locked in, though. Is anyone?
I'm about to go live. I'm about to go live now. Yeah, 1 second. I'm about to go live now.
Yeah, I was just making sure. What stream is
with?
United Arsenal show. So me, my dad, TJ.
Okay.
Tell TJ to hold that.
You just tell him in the comments yourself, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Flawless.
After this, innit?
Oh, look at big man trying to get hard. Oh,
Flawless. I forgot to pass you on a message from Daps. Daps told me to tell you that Man United are winning the FA Cup this season. That's what Daps said.
Daps is out here trolling, but we move. Shout out Daps. Daps out here.
Daps is on a treble. He don't care.
Daps out here trolling. That's why he didn't tell me himself, because I would have told him he's trolling.
No. We like tomorrow. I think we got Capital Conflict at 1 p.m. So keep a lookout for that.
Right, Lewis, I've just gone live as well.
Yeah, no worries, guys. We're redirecting over to Flawless. Head over there. It's going to be a
love every time.
Big up, my guys. Like and subscribe.